Welcome in, everyone. I'm Ariel Onstadt. Thanks so much for streaming with us here on your Wednesday afternoon. We're going to start with breaking news. I'd like to take you out live to Minneapolis, where you can see protesters on the scene of where ICE agents shot and killed a woman earlier this morning. Now, up in the upper left corner, you can see the woman's car. According to a statement from the ICE agency there in Minneapolis, there was a massive law enforcement presence at the scene. This is along 34th Street in Portland Avenue. And as we continue along here, in that statement to our sister station, Fox 9, ICE says officers were conducting an operation when protesters started blocking officers' paths. The statement further says that the woman weaponized her vehicle and tried to run officers over, and the officer, fearing for his life, fired defensive shots. Again, according to that statement from ICE, the FBI will now take over the investigation, and Minneapolis's police chief says the woman did not appear to be the target of the investigation, but rather a protester who was near all of this as it was happening. Again, if you're just joining, in the upper left corner is the woman's car and where this investigation is centered, and you can see protesters gathered around the scene there in Minneapolis. I'd like to let you listen in to Minneapolis's Mayor Jacob Frey. He has a different take on the situation.
There's a lot of information that is swirling around right now, and we collectively are going to do everything possible to get to the bottom of this, to get justice, and to make sure that there is an investigation that is conducted in full. But what we do know is that a 37-year-old woman is dead and that she was shot by ICE. We've dreaded this moment since the early stages of this ICE presence in Minneapolis. Not only is this a concern that we've had internally, we've been talking about it. They are not here to cause safety in this city. What they are doing is not to provide safety in America. What they are doing is causing chaos and distrust. They're ripping families apart. They're sowing chaos on our streets, and in this case, quite literally killing people. So they are already trying to spin this as an action of self-defense. Having seen the video of myself, I want to tell everybody directly, this was an agent recklessly using power that resulted in somebody dying, getting killed. As soon as it happened and we learned of the incident, we had several priorities. The first, of course, was to get the victim to the hospital and to get care as soon as possible. To the family, I'm so deeply sorry. There's nothing that I can say right now that's going to make you or your relatives or the friends of the victim feel any better. There were, I believe, 2 Minneapolis police officers that responded and were in the ambulance on the way to the hospital. The second was to get ICE off of the scene. There were dozens, if not hundreds, of ICE and federal officers that were there at the time. Having them there was only causing more chaos. Having them there was only making a difficult situation even more problematic, and one that, yes, they created themselves.
That is Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey briefing on the situation just moments ago there as to what happened after ICE agents shot and killed a woman. This happened again in Minneapolis as ICE agents were carrying out a investigation there, an operation, they said, and according to a statement, the agents say that a woman tried to weaponize her vehicle. But as you heard from Minneapolis's mayor, he says that wasn't the case, and he feels that agents were abusing their power. This This is obviously a developing story. You see live images there in the upper right and bottom corner of your screen. Protesters there in the bottom and the woman's car in the upper right. So this is a developing situation. We are going to continue to keep you updated. In the meantime, we have a few other local stories we want to continue to follow here in the Atlanta area. As we continue, I will check back in on the Minneapolis story. If you guys have anything else you want to see, put it in our TikTok or YouTube chats. Let us know what's going on and we'll check in with you.